I'm sure everyone who clicked on this video has played Demo 5, right? Well, if not, then click off if you don't want spoilers at least. Because I'll be ranking every boss in the game, including force encounters. And I will take into account that I have over 110 hours of playtime on my main save file, without even including my other accounts and save files. And this will be based on when you have to fight them in the game. This will have many hatchets. And if you're sensitive to opinions that probably don't agree with you, I'd recommend probably clicking off. With that out the way, let's get into this. '37, we have the Spiky Killbot. Honestly, bro, the background can just explain. We have the Banished Knight. He has a singular move that is extremely easy to dodge and only 12 HP. Overall, easy fight early on. At 35, we have Redcliff Knight. Only 7 HP in this demo, with only minion launchers. Yeah, that explains itself. It's just easy attacks. At 34, we have the Bandits Encounter 2. Barely above the past encounters. They aren't dangerous, necessarily, but compared to the previous ones on the list, they deserve to be higher than them. It's higher than 1 because 1 has no red and blue. At 33, we have Bandits Encounter 1. It's harder because no red and blue at all. Self-explanatory. I don't even need different music or anything like that for this. Or background, because basically the same thing. At 32, we have the Basher, Chosen, Ptosisar, or whatever, and Mage Walker Encounter. Barely harder than the Bandits, honestly. That's all there is to say. But the next one's finally an actual boss fight. So yeah, let's get into this one. At 31, we have an actual boss fight. Red and blue. Only so high up, because the point you fight them, it's usually recommended to kill blue first. She has attack priority. When you kill one, the other gets a charge. But blue only has 6 HP, and red only has 7 HP. So overall, very easy. At 30, we have the Supreme Ant. Barely harder than red and blue. Honestly, could get swapped out. She's only harder in my opinion because she has ant spawns. And that's literally all I have to say about her. At 29, we have Noobador. Finally, a real fight. Red and blue can be one-shot the bomb. Just try at least blocking Noobador's attacks all the time to avoid being dazed. And the rest of this fight should be just lightly. But that's pretty much all I have to say about this guy. He's really easy still. So, yeah. Let's move on to the next one. At 28, we have Pirate Encounter 2. Only higher than the past encounters because 2 people are going to apply these. Very easy though. And yes, that's generally all I have to say about this fight. I have no idea why this is even in the game. Like, yeah, it's nice, but if I'm being honest, why even have the second fight? Absolutely nothing's changed with it. Like, I'm sorry, but honestly. At 27, we have Pirate Encounter 1. Higher than number 2. Because you expect the second one more than this one. That's honestly, like, there's honestly no difference in this one besides one more pirate. Which is not even much of a change. Honestly, this one feels harder. Because you don't expect a random fight right here. Like, that's the only reason why it's above the second one. Even though, in truth, it's probably easier considering there's less. But yeah, that's all I have to say about this one. At 26, we have the Sentient Statue. Now back then, whoa, he would be way higher. But now, he's all the way down here because he got nerfed to the ground. And I'm surprised about it too. Not just you. That's all I say. On to the next one.
Wait, I didn't get the, hold on, where? POV, this is the final boss of the game.
Wait, should we show the gun attack?
Yes, let's do the gun attack. Okay, actually, now I might get more. Go attack. I'm done. Oh, I thought you were doing a different attack.
At 25, we have Turkey. A Demo 3 boss thing here is insane to me. But to be fair, it's a turkey, so, like, what do you expect from it? It did get buffed in the update, but I don't think it's enough to get up there with the others. My only tip here is just not take that long so he doesn't use his gun. 24, we have purple and green. They act the same way as red and blue, but slightly harder in red and blue on your team, obviously. And that's generally all that's different, besides the attacks and everything like that, and HP. Yeah, that's generally all I'd say. Yeah. At 23, we have Greed. An emotion down here, the hell, man? Slingshot absolutely destroys him, and him stealing ticks on hit is only beneficial to him, so horrible passive. So honestly, all I have to say for this guy is just use Slingshot. At 22, we have Solitude. Sorrow. Same with Greed. Slingshot destroys Sorrow and his ability because it just goes off the highest damage dealt, which means 1 damage will only charge him 1. I think you can see why that makes passive useless, but at least he actually puts up a fight. I'm like, you know? And yeah, that's all I have to say for this one. At 21, we have Komodo Dragon. It's this high up from it being first to attack twice and lowering your attack. It can really snowball into death in certain scenarios, and it might look easy, but on the first playthrough, it's not going to be that easy. And considering the fact it has 2 things that you've never seen before yet in the game, it really just makes it a jump of difficulty, which means me to put it here. At 20, we have Griefer number 1. He has very good survivability and pretty high damaging attacks for this part of the game. And honestly, him applying slow really helps him. And honestly, in certain scenarios, he can be harder than Bubonic Plant. Honestly, like him alone, like I know he's all the way down here. Bubonic Plant is probably nowhere even close, but bro, in some scenarios I would put him above Bubonic Plant. It's just in this certain scenario, no, he's down here. Anyway, yeah, I'm taking next one. At 19, we have Reaper number 2. Legitimately just like a better version of Reaper 1. That's honestly like all I have to say. Sorry for this one being so short, even though it's just a major part. Yeah, let's just get into the next one. At 18, we have Bigfoot. His attacks giving a small effect can screw you up due to it giving lower damage and it being harder to tell when to dodge because the hitbox. Charge defense can really help here because the multi-hit attacks and feel fun, but chances are you're not gonna have feel fun in this part of the game unless you grind for it because of the purple frog, or you buy it from the guy. But most likely you're not going to do that because you won't know he's even coming up. Yeah. Let's get to the next one. At 17, we have Cruel King. Him applying Frozen most of the time is really brutal at this point in the game, and he's very damaging attacks for this one. Plus, his minions, he can really screw you the hell up. And it's really just a true test of your skill at this point. It's like a skill test. Make sure you're not even it's not like, I guess, the statue who got nerfed to the ground. He used to be way stronger, but not to the point where he was overpowered. The statue would be above Cruel King. But yeah, the main reason this guy is so high up is because freezing. It's part of the game, and yeah. Let's go to the next one. At 16, we have Bubonic Plant. Him applying poison can chip your HP down slowly, plus his spam attack and the team hit ability can screw you up. Plus his high damage for this point in the game like Cruel King. With the poison. Charge defense can help, just like Bigfoot, because of spam attack. I recommend to bring burning attacks because he takes one more turn of burst than normal. One or two, I can't remember. And that's all I have to say about this one. It's just that I'd say about it. Let's get to the next one.
Play it.
Hold on. Kiki Mama.
At 15, we have Slasher. And no, not from Forsaken. Anyway, his attacks require very precise timing along with his defense boost attack. For the he's very strong and you should not underestimate him. And that's really all I had to say about him. It's a pretty simple fight, but he's easy. By any means. I mean, that shows because he's all the way up here for me. At 14, we have the Great Flock. Hell no, I'm not saying that. The Genie. His attacks are very punishing and precise to dodge, and his card attack hitting everyone on the team, along with the spam attack, he's not to be messed with. But besides that, there's nothing else like mentioned really. At 13, we have Fear. Shockwave hitting everyone on the team, along with the Apprehension doing the same, and a minion, and an ability that disables your SP items. This fight has to be hard. Oh wait, I forgot Field Find exists to go. At 12, we have Reginald. His high damage and precise dodging with his hero potion, giving him the enchant of burn level 2 and poison level 2. With the minion call, he can really be a threat, but learning his moves makes him extremely easy pal. He's not that far. At 11, we have Trotter. Having his undodgeable fire run attack that hits everyone with burning and 40 damage is a huge threat and should always be treated as a ghost potion. Along with his barrel that hits everyone depending on the damage the player hit, what it takes is a huge threat. And his RNG coin flip attack and how unpredictable it is makes him fit for 11. At 10, we have Supreme Mosquito. Having high damage attacks that heal you the same amount with a minion spawn, and meant to be done in Demo 2! It's quite strong for this point in the game, especially with defense piercing, but that's all that is notable to say about her. At 9, we have the Magnificent. Having high damaging attacks and 600 HP with minions and the Sorrow ability, just survive. He fails a spell on himself and he dies. Very hard in first playthroughs though. At 8, we have Temple Guardian. This fight is so high because it's meant to be a surprise. A fight that quickly overwhelmed you on your first track, leading to your death. It has 2 full team hits, both decent damage, one with burning and a high damage player attack. Along with Sword Energy being disabled makes it fit here. At 7 is the Ancients. Wait. At 7, we have the Ancients. The fireball attack that hits everyone depending on the damage of the player, like the barrel, is the same type of threat. The arm swing is easy and the beam attack is dangerous. The spam attack is the biggest threat here, and him gaining Fuel Find eventually along with losing his Sword Energy makes this fight really challenging. At 6, we have Cool King DX. His knock ability is very precise to dodge, and does tons of damage for, I'm pretty sure, Demo 2? All his attacks do 20 beside 1. He has a minion summon that can spawn Sentient Statue, not only Knights, and a special mechanic where you get 10 to 0, then he gets 1 HP where you can't kill him the 2-3 turns, and he can heal during this, so if he isn't at 1 HP whenever it runs out, he doesn't die and you deal the effect again. But overall, very hard. At 5, we have the Trinity Trio. Not much to say beside high damage, one-shot attack requiring Ghost Potion, poison and burning, along with 3 enemies! It's easier the further you are. It's recommended to kill either Reginald or Zuri first. 4, we have Frostmaw. This fight isn't hard on paper, but 80 HP and the shield is crazy, along with having to make Cassie survive or you lose. Makes this fight very tedious. At 3, we have Hatred. No boy, do I have a lot to say. On paper, the threats aren't bad, but confusion makes this fight hell. It gives you a chance to, instead of attacking him or his minion, you attack yourself or your teammates. One hit is all it takes down your own, and he has a one-shot that requires destruction. For this point, the game is very dangerous and should not be underestimated. At 2, we have Mccool. He is a true test of his skill. All of his attacks do 20 damage and require very precise and tedious dodge timings, along with his minions that can heal and do tons of damage with Dazed Big Head, making him very strong. At 1, we have Mutant. Everything about Finn applies here, same HP and everything. Does 20 basically, but no minions. Wouldn't that mean he's easier? No. The damage he hits the target with, he heals with 20 damage, yeah, he heals 20 HP. Plus he has a one-shot attack that it's recommended to use this version for, but you can dodge. This one is very brutal and it just has a skill.